Prince Harry's made yet another blunder in his quest to get his case heard by the people that matter most to him. But as ever, what is it? Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here in the very heart of London. Nice as ever to have your company. And as ever, welcome one and all brand new subscribers. Hope you've all had a big wave, whatever you're doing today. And of course, keeping safe and happy and enjoying your day. Don't know about you, but we're still waiting for that heat wave over here. Thank you, by the way, for letting me know about what it's like in your neck of the woods. Seems horrendous in certain places. This is cool, isn't it? This is a breeze to what's happening around the world. But of course, this is summer for many of us. We should enjoy it. Do you remember in the old days when people talk about heat wave and it was just a great summer's day, a wonderful hot summer's day? Now, of course, it's a national crisis, isn't it? Everybody has to be told to put on sunblock, wear a hat and carry water around with them. As if you wouldn't. By the way, I think I forgot my sunblock. Anyway, back as ever to your breaking rolls story of the day. This particular story is fascinating in itself on a more serious note because, as we know, Prince Harry was very vocal in that interview sit down with NBC when he pointed out that he popped in to see Her Majesty the Queen, and of course he was just going in to see whether she had the relevant people, the right people around her, which sent reverberations to senior members of the British monarchy, of course, because we didn't fully understand the full story behind that rather caustic comment. As we know, our wonderful Majesty the Queen has had a tough couple of years. First of all, losing her beloved husband, and then of course having to move into Windsor Castle because of renovations out at Buckingham Palace. And then of course she's now got the wonderful Angela Kelly to be with her to make sure that she's got the right company around her at all times. Lovely lady, by the way, Angela. There's a book that one would love to read in the future, don't you think? But as we now found out that one of the problems that Prince Harry had with the right people around our gracious Majesty was in fact her number one chief, Sir Edward Young. Now, Sir Edward Young, of course, is the man that keeps all the secrets, organises the Queen's diary in conjunction with her, and more importantly, some might say, has quite a bit of influence. Naturally so, he has a lot of security around him. But now Prince Harry, of course, has basically said that that was one of the sticking points, and he couldn't get his point across because certain people around Her Majesty the Queen weren't allowing him to have his point taken over. Whichever way you look at it, there's a side for both arguments, as I've often said. Here on the show, we like to be fair and balanced and impartial. But now it appears that Prince Harry could have made that very big blunder, and let me explain. As we all know, of course, our gorgeous Queen goes to Balmoral every year for her summer holidays, and normally she invites people that she'd like to see during her long stay there. You know, it's a sort of chance to catch up in sort of relaxing surroundings, barbecues, long walks in the woods, that sort of stuff. The Highland Games, everything is fun for the Queen up at Balmoral. But according to a very good source, as we told you here on the show, it looks like Harry and Meghan will be too busy to make that all-important Highland trip. But now it would appear that this would have been a very good opportunity because Sir Edward Young wouldn't be there for the whole duration. He too will be taking a short break. So of course, as some senior sources pointed out to me, wouldn't this be a wonderful opportunity to have a rather informal chat with our wonderful monarch in the surroundings that she likes the most and discuss the problems that have engulfed the royal couple, ex-royal couple should I say, and of course the British monarchy over the last 18 months, 2 years. But seemingly as ever, hot-headed Harry has made yet another big mistake, and now it looks like the Queen's diary is fully full up. So once again, even if he wanted to make that trip over, he would now have to put in a special request to see if she could spare him the time for a chat. That's exactly how monarchy works. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.